Hey YouTube, it's Lucie Fink, and I'm just on time, exactly to the second. And I'm live on Refinery's YouTube, back in the office. I'm back from VidCon. Hey guys, hey Michaela, hey Rosemary, hey everyone. I see my brother's in here. Hey Rob. What's up guys? So today I'm on YouTube Live for a specific purpose. You guys saw that today on YouTube was Lucie Fink takeover week. That means that I took over Refinery's YouTube channel for 5 days in a row, and each day there was a different video from Try Living with Lucie. So instead of putting out a long video about 5 days of XYZ, I decided to break it up and put out, one day I'm showing you just Monday, the next day is just Tuesday. And that's what I did this week for 5 days of being Instagram famous. Who saw the video? Tell me if you saw the video. Give this stream a thumbs up if you like the video, because this stream is going to be all about that. Hi to the person from Germany. Hi Anita. Hi everyone. Refinery just posted in the comments the link for where you can see the full week. So I'm loving all of the people that are commenting saying, I saw all of them. That's incredible. Because I saw all of them too. So we saw the same thing. So I'm so thankful for all of those thumbs up. We're already at 72, and this video is only just a newborn baby. And I'm about to talk to you about my entire week, what I learned from 5 days of being Instagram famous. So I'm gonna start out first with the first video in that series, which was the food one. Hey, Bethany. Hi. Okay, food. I hung out with Food Baby NY. So I don't know if any of you follow him on Instagram, but the main person that runs it is named Mike Chow, and he has a wife and 2 children, Sammy and Matthew. They are so cute, and I hung out with them, and he taught me all about how he is a food blogger and how he's grown his Instagram following so large. Hi to everyone that's saying hi. Hi. So let me just tell you guys that I'm about to go through this video right now, and at the end of each day, at the end of talking about each day, I'll take a few questions, but for the most part, hold your questions for the end, because at the very end of this video, I'll do an overall Q&A about this video, but also just Lucie Q&A, where you can ask me anything that you want to ask me. So I'm going to start first, though. I'm going to be talking about the food Instagrammer, Mike Chow from Food Baby NY. The biggest thing that I learned from this week about how he's a food Instagrammer is how he takes photos. A lot of people are always wondering, is it about taking good photos or is it about editing good photos? Honestly, thank you for holding your questions. Honestly, the real answer is it's both. You have to be taking good photos, but at the same time, a really, really good Instagrammer can take almost any photo and edit it and turn it into a beautiful Instagram photo, and they'll have people wondering how they took it, and it was mostly the edit. So one big thing that I learned from Mike and Food Baby NY and his family is if you're ever trying to get a really good photo, the best thing you can do is do a burst on your iPhone. So I have my phone here, and I'm going to show it to you now. This is the live stream. So if I go to my camera, and you guys can see me, right? Instead of just doing this, oh, let's not do that. Instead of just doing this, photo, because you might not get the best photo, you know what I'm saying? Instead, try holding it down, and it will burst. Ah! You see, it was bursting in the corner. And there you go. I just, in 0.5 seconds, took a burst of 25 photos. It says burst 25 in the corner. And if I actually click into that, I can then see all of the 25 that I took in that burst. And odds are, because I held it down and I bursted it, and I got 25 photos in that split second, I pretty much got every facial expression that I was going to potentially make, and I probably got the shot. So if you're trying to take a good photo of a donut, or honestly, it doesn't even have to be food, a person, probably works better with a person. Hold down your phone. And that is a good point. Someone said, RIP memory space. Make sure when you're done, you click into the photo and you click this little select button on the bottom. When you see that, you'll be able to go through the entire burst. This is the whole burst of me talking. So you can see it's like almost like a stop motion video was created. And when this happens, you then can go through and tap on the photos and mass delete. So you don't want to get rid of the memory, you don't want to ruin your memory space, but you just want to take as many photos as you can to get the best shot. And now I'm going to show you another fun tip. This is actually a tip that I have when it comes to editing because I love color. You guys probably know that about me. If you follow me on Instagram, at Lucie Fink, you know I love color. And the reason that I love color is because it's so visual, and I think Instagram is just such a visual platform, so why not add as much color as you possibly can, right? So here's an example. I'm going to walk you through a simple and fun edit of a photo. So say that I started with this photo of a beautiful acai bowl. And you guys probably saw this on my Instagram feed because I actually put this on my Instagram feed a little while ago. So I took this photo, and you know what? I didn't think it was all that pretty. Yeah, and you know, for the person that said I should be studying, why don't you guys all take your phones out and take notes? And then also write down your questions, because at the end when I say I'll be taking questions, you'll have your questions written down. So everyone take notes, write down your questions. This is the photo we're talking about now. This is an acai bowl. And as you can see, it was on this like kind of ugly looking piece of wood. And I felt like my Instagram feed isn't gonna like this. It's a pretty bowl, but the background's really not doing anything for me. So what did I do? There are millions of apps that you can use for this, but one of my favorites is this app called PicsArt. P-I-C-S-A-R-T. It looks like this. See that little P? PicsArt. So I click into this app and look at what I can do. So I just open my bowl. This is that photo you saw. Look, Dalen loves PicsArt. Isn't it a great app? So look how cool this is. I can now click on Effects and Color. And there's a color replace feature down at the bottom right here where I can move this toggle, put it on the yellow, and say, goodbye, yellow. And as you can see, everything turned blue. I can then decide, you know what, I don't want it to be blue. I want it to be pink or green or whatever. So you see this? So let's say I wanted it to be this pink color. Now the only problem is that it turned my pineapple pink. So good news is there is a little tool at the top, this eraser tool, and I can go back in and fix my pineapple. Do you see what I'm doing here? So essentially, yeah, I wasn't expecting it to work that well either, Angelo, but look at what it did. So I took my photo from this yellow, ugly background and I moved it into this pretty pink background. But then the problem is there's still like these cracks on the edges and the pink isn't quite as bright as I want. So then this is what I do. I apply it, save it, you know, I'm just saving it privately into my camera roll. And then the app that I actually love so much, and give this stream a thumbs up if you like this app too, because this is one of my personal favorites, Snapseed. One word, Snapseed. So I'm gonna show you, I just now pulled that new photo into Snapseed. And now let me show you what I can do with it here. So there's a healing button. So basically you see this corner, I'm gonna zoom in to show you. This corner is kind of like missing part of the bench and I wanna fix it. Basically, I just color it in with this healing button, and now it's all pink. And I can do that with this, I don't know what this was, a worm, a little line on the bench, but I have colored it in now, and the entire bench is pink. The other thing about Snapseed that is so cool, hey Emily Curl, what is up, girl? See this? This is Snapseed. I'm now looking at this thinking, okay, it's a lot prettier than it was before, but it's still not quite as saturated as my Instagram likes it to be. So then you can do this selective adjust tool on Snapseed where you touch a certain area and I decide, you see this area where it's red is where I'm selective adjusting. I decide that I want to change the saturation and look, do you see that? I just made it extremely pink. And I can do that to other areas. I just kind of hold where I put that little ball where I want it, change it to be editing saturation, and boom, blow it out. Do you guys see this? So Shanice, I actually called Emily Curl out because she is my coworker. All right, guys, so you see what I just did? That's how we edit it. And then if I want to show you the before and after, I've got this kind of dingy picture, and this was the final that you saw on my Instagram. So photo editing is key. If you're gonna be an Instagrammer, learn to edit photos. Moving on to Tuesday. So on Tuesday in this video, I hung out with one of the cutest girls in the world. Her name is Noelle Downing, and she's on Instagram. You can find her at Noelle Downing. Yes, the app was called Snapseed. She is so cute, and she's a fashion blogger. And the thing I learned from Noelle is that honestly, a lot of people might look at her and think, you know, what is she doing? She just has a lot of clothes. She's just having so much fun. She's just taking pictures in coffee shops. How is that a job? And I'm here to assure you that it is not only a job, but it is an extremely hard job, and one that can be extremely lucrative too. So Noelle has really figured out how to be a fashion blogger and how to capture content constantly and build such a huge audience. And she has a blog called Noelle's Favorite Things. That's really why she's a fashion blogger, but she also mainly does it on her Instagram account. And I'm so glad you love Noelle because I love her too. And the biggest fashion tip that I learned from Noelle is that you can put a hat and sunglasses, or honestly just any glasses, onto any outfit, and it can totally change the look. So I've brought with me a hat. And I just would love to know if you guys like it. You know, thumbs up if you like the hat. Comment if you like the hat. Let me know how you feel about the hat. The hat is a hat. And the other thing is glasses. So I have sunglasses here with me, which are not really what I'm talking about with Noelle. See, Noelle has almost 100 regular glasses, all different shapes, different frames, different sizes, and she looks so cool. If you watch the video, you will see she has probably 100 pairs of glasses in her house. But today, I've decided to ask you guys, between two pairs of sunglasses, which you like better. These, which are sort of tortoisey, brown, circular shapes, or black, super chic. So let's get the comments rolling in. Which one do you like better? Good question. Where's the hat from? Brixton. Brixton. All right, I'm getting a lot of notes that people like the black glasses better. Oh, wow. So guys, there's a really cool lamp in this room. It's this zigzag shape that you're seeing on the reflection of the picture. Check it out in the glasses. Someone take a screenshot and put this on Instagram. Ready? Go. Oh my God, I feel like a superstar. This is so cool. You know what? I'm gonna take the screenshot myself. Hold on. Getting the phone ready and also posing, and got it. Oh, you guys, that is a shot. Okay, someone is asking me, what is your favorite video that you ever did? I have a lot because I've made a lot of videos, but I think my favorite one ever was 5 days of facing my fears, because that was a video where I really taught myself more than I ever thought I could teach myself. And what I taught myself was, don't be scared of anything, because life is short, and if you try something that you think you're afraid of, odds are you can conquer your fear real quick. I'm loving this hat. Okay, I'm gonna take it off because it's distracting me. I can't have props, it's too fun. Yeah, so everyone who missed the Noelle video, don't forget to go to that. If you missed 5 days of facing my fears, check that out too, because that's absolutely my favorite video. Moving on to Wednesday. This was our best performing video so far in the series, and it was 5 days of being Instagram famous following a beauty blogger. And I hung out with Foinika K, who is this beautiful girl from Albania, and she lives in New York. We went to her apartment. She has the real deal on Instagram, and she has more makeup than I'll ever see in my life. Even working here at Refinery, Foinika has more. She has more. And she deserves it because she also has 1.1 million Instagram followers, And she has an incredible story. Not only does she have that many Instagram followers, but her Instagram got hacked a really long time ago, and she, in 6 months, built the excuse me, I just choked on myself. In 6 months, she built the following to be 1.1 million. So, Riley, don't you think that's cool? Because I think it's cool. So, I'm going to show you some really cool tip that I learned from Foinika. Do you see what I have here? This is a ring light. This is a ring light. And honestly, Foinika's was about 8 times the size of this. Most beauty bloggers own a ring light, and typically they set it up on a stand and then they actually put their camera right in between it. And that way the camera can't see the ring light, but the ring light is caught in their eyes. And let me just show you a quick demo of what happens. I'm gonna put this around the lens. Do you see my face, how it just changed there? Off, on, off, on. And something that it does is it gives you these, you see the circles that are happening on my, oh, it's a little too bright, but do you see the circles in my eyes? Because the circles in your eyes are what makes a beauty shot a beauty shot. And the other thing is, you see how it's on my face right now? It's kind of blown out. I've been breaking out on my forehead a little, and this ring light just like masks that. So anyone who's a beauty blogger needs this or something like this, because it really changes the quality of your videos and your pictures. And I'm going to be honest, Foinika lives in a very modest space, and she shoots all of her videos against a gray wall. So you can't really say, well, she has a beautiful apartment with natural light and I don't have that, so I can't be a beauty blogger. She could do exactly what she does from a basement. Honestly, she can from a basement. So wherever you are, buy yourself a ring light. Something like this size is really not expensive at all. If you have a bit of a bigger budget, I would go for one of the giant ones because those are super cool. But the end of this video and the end result I want you to take away is that you too can be a beauty blogger with 1.1 million followers if you try and get the proper equipment. Now we're gonna move on to Thursday in the video, and don't forget to type out in a separate note or in a cell phone message to yourself all of your questions, because I will get to them soon. I'm just still going through the week. Thursday, let me just talk about Sam and her Instagram account. So her Instagram is AweSam, and she's a DIYer. She makes all these fun projects. She does a lot of pastel stuff. She's really, really cool. And the thing about her is that she lives in a space that looks just like her Instagram feed. So if you look at her feed and you think, this is highly curated, there's no way anyone could actually live like this, you're wrong. Sam is so cool, and her apartment looks just like her Instagram feed. And the funniest thing is that her apartment, oh hey Sarah, the funniest thing is that her apartment is her studio. So she lives and works in the same space, and she's highly creative. And one of the coolest things I learned from her is also a photo editing hack. This photo right here, I just want to show you, comes from Sam's Instagram page, and it looks pretty much, in line with all the other content on her Instagram page because the background is very white and the colors are very poppy. But inside tip, I saw the original photo of this, and it did not look like this. This photo was taken inside of a store with really bad lighting and lots of distracting stuff on the walls behind her. And Sam totally edited this in Photoshop. She took the background, she blew it out and just made it super white and got rid of all the detail that was on the shelves. She also made it super blurry, so there's no attention on that. And then she took all the colors on her lips and on her necklace and on her shirt, and she saturated everything so that it looked super bright and pretty. And this was the final result. And when you look at it on her Instagram feed, you would never know. You would look at that picture and you would probably think, wow, how did she do that? Like, I just can't take pictures like that, so I'll never have a job like this. I'll never be able to do this. But the truth is, it's really all about editing. So take photos wherever you are, no matter how bad the lighting conditions are. Take photos and then edit them, and you too can be a DIY pro. Last day of the video, which is the video that actually came out today. So if you haven't seen that yet, make sure to head over to it. It was 5 days of being Instagram famous, how to be a dog blogger. And I met 3 Instagram famous dogs that are all siblings with each other. I have to show you how cute these dogs are. Perhaps the most famous of the dogs was Toast. This is Toast. And I'm gonna try to put the camera close so you can see her cute little tongue, which hangs out of her mouth. If you couldn't see the photo well here, go to my Instagram page because I just posted this photo to Instagram right now. Someone just asked, what's my favorite dog breed? Well, I'm a little biased, and I'm gonna have to say the 2 dog breeds that I own, a Westie and a Havanese. Those are my favorite. I love little tiny white furry dogs. Yes, oh hi to everyone that just joined. Hey everyone. You have to head to my Instagram to see that adorable picture of me and Toast. But Toast is just one of the 3 dogs that I met during this episode. So Toast has 2 sisters, Muppet, and her Instagram handle is Muppet's Revenge, and then Underpants, or her Instagram is Underpants the dog. These 3 dogs were rescued from a puppy mill. Rescued from a puppy mill in, I think, North Carolina, where they were severely mistreated. And that's the reason a lot of people are asking, why is Toast's tongue hanging out of her mouth? Why does she look like that? It's because she was mistreated and her teeth weren't taken care of, so all of her teeth got rotten. And then when she was rescued, all of her teeth were removed, and now she lives in a beautiful, beautiful home with her mom, Katie Storino, who is the beauty blogger and fashion blogger from the 12ish style, and her 2 sisters, Toast and Muppet and Underpants. And they're the 3 cutest dogs ever, and I got to meet them all. Each of them has their own personality and their own Instagram following, and you have to watch that video because it's really actually interesting. If you have a dog of your own and you're trying to make your dog Instagram famous, Katie gives you some interesting insights and some tips about why you should or shouldn't do it. But at the end of the day, it is the best thing that she ever did because she now has 3 famous dogs that get invited to fly on private jets and Toast is a model for Karen Walker, and I think the best thing of all is that all 3 of them have personalized cashmere sweaters from Polo Ralph Lauren. So if you're gonna be a dog, be one of those 3 dogs. Now it's time for questions. Anyone have any questions? Okay, someone just asked me, how can I get more followers? Really good question, because I think that's why everyone has clicked into these videos in the first place, is because they want to learn how someone else is a blogger and how they too can do it. Getting more followers is hard, obviously, which is why not everyone has a lot of followers. But it's also not impossible, and you don't need to go the route of getting fake followers or buying followers. Please don't do that. It's just not smart. The best way to get followers is to really actively engage on the platform. So if we're talking Instagram followers, I would say go on Instagram, find some other accounts that are doing things similar to what you want to do, and follow them, like their photos, comment on their content, and then actually don't just do it once, do it over and over again and be really active with the community. Use hashtags, and something that a lot of people don't know about hashtags is that if you are private on Instagram, there's no use of putting a hashtag because your photo will not show up in hashtag dog if you're private. So make sure to be public on Instagram if you're trying to grow your following. If not, stay private. Many people are private. But I would definitely say go public if you're trying to grow. Make sure that you're using all the proper hashtags and engaging with the community, and you will probably see all of that love coming back to you. Somebody else just asked me, how many years have I lived in New York City? The answer is 3. 3 years. I've been here since just after college. I graduated in 2014, and now I've lived in the city. But I also grew up in New York, so I've been a New Yorker for a really long time. Another question, how did you get to work at R29? That's a great question. And actually, for the people who have asked me that in the past, it's a bit of a longer story. There's not just one word answer to that question. So I am planning on doing a vlog about my career path for all the people that asked that. But In the meantime, I'll tell you that in college, I was always making video content and I was always creating my own videos. And if you ever are bored or have some free time and you type in Lucie Fink, Johns Hopkins to YouTube, you'll probably be able to see a lot of my old content from Johns Hopkins University. And if you want to watch that content, you'll see the kind of stuff I was doing in college, and that sort of led me to where I am today. Am I going to VidCon next year? Great question. Probably. Most likely. I haven't planned it yet, but I'm assuming that Refinery's presence will be there. TLK, that is such a nice message. Thank you. Thank you so much. So yes, everyone, in case you didn't hear, this is the Q&A portion of the live video, and I'm going to be going live on Fridays. So this question just came in. Where did I get my phone case? Okay, well, the phone case is Corgi's, but this thing, this little Instagram button, is one of these, I don't even know what it's called, but it's a way that I can hold my phone, and it also helps my phone stay tilted like this. It's fun, and I like holding it like this. It's easy to grasp. But I got this case from Case Station. Case Station. Great case. Someone says, if I've dyed my hair, what color is it? Oh, if I had to dye my hair, what color would I do? Wow, great question. I was actually just using an app, and I was editing the photo and looking at how my hair would come out if I were to dye it, and I would love your guys' input. I think I would go pink, but I think I would just do the tips pink. Tell me what you think of this look. Just the tips are pink, and then the top. Do you guys like that? Give this video a thumbs up if you like that. I think I might do it. Another question's coming in. What did I study in college? Creative writing. I switched my major pretty early in college from being a neuroscience pre-med to being creative writing and media major. And that's what I switched to. Thank you. Everyone's saying dye your hair. You think so? Do you guys think so? Nina, you're welcome. You're very welcome. And in response to this question that's coming in about where do I shop everywhere. I'm not the type of person that goes to one store, but when it comes to real street clothes, I mean, right outside the Refinery office, we have a Zara, so I go there all the time. I love Brandy Melville. I love H&M. When it comes to athleisure, I love Under Armour, and I honestly wear a lot of athleisure all the time, so that's great. Next question is, do you have any pets? I personally, myself, don't have any pets, but my parents have 2 dogs that I grew up with, and those are the dogs that are the Westie and the Havanese. And I actually don't have any right now, and I don't have any plans to get any. But pets have been a really big part of my whole life. So actually growing up, I've had many, many dogs in my life, and I've also had some weird pets. Like I've had fish, I've had hermit crabs, we used to have sea monkeys. I just love animals. My favorite makeup brand, oh man, that's a tough one. I'm gonna have to go Laura Mercier, I think. But then again, in response to the question, do I have a pet? No, I do not have a pet. But in response to the question about the person just asked me if I was materialistic and how much money I spend on clothes. No, I absolutely I just don't care about clothes or material items that much. So I actually would prefer to buy things that are inexpensive, which is why the list of stores that I just gave you is extremely low cost. I don't think about clothes and fashion all that much. I probably should think about it a little bit more because I'm on camera and I'm wearing clothes that you guys are all asking, but the truth is everything I wear is really affordable. Favorite celebrity? Great question. I'm gonna go ahead and throw out a little Lin-Manuel Miranda action because is anyone a Hamilton fan? Hamilton? Someone asked where did I get this button. I actually got it at VidCon in the Instagram lounge. Yes, it's live. This is live right now. Yes, Lin-Manuel, I've got a lot of Hamilton fans out there. And you guys were so great for coming into this stream. This is so much fun. it doesn't say that we have no subscribers. It's just that the subscriber number is a private number, but we have a lot, hence why all of you are in here hanging out with us. I have had so much fun on this YouTube Live with you guys, and remember that I'm going to be on Refinery's YouTube Live every Friday, except for some exceptions where I'm out and about and unable to be live. But don't forget to tune back in every Friday for this stream, because we're usually going to be talking about the Try Living with Lucie videos or whatever video came out that day, or sometimes I'm just going to be doing a Q&A and I'm going to let you guys ask me anything you want and I'm going to have to answer it. So that's what's happening, and I hope you guys had fun because I had so much fun. Follow me on Instagram. Send me a little message under my latest photo, which is the photo of me and the dog, if you were in the stream, to let me know you were in here. And don't forget to tune in next time. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you around. Bye-bye.